Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dive into the nitty-gritty of corporate filings. Today we are cracking open GoHealth's latest quarterly report, and let me tell you, it's a bit of a roller coaster. Buckle up because we are about to see a company trying to navigate some serious financial turns. This filing shows that GoHealth is still working on its finances and strategies to try to grow. While they are bringing in more money, some struggles continue to be present for it. Also, don't forget to check out our Discord community, linked in the description below, where we can discuss this further. Let's dive in. This report is for the first 3 months of 2025 ending in March. It's like a snapshot of how they did at the beginning of the year. Right off the bat, net loss per share shows they lost 52 cents for every share. Ouch. But before you write them off, remember to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Alright, let's look at the numbers. Their net revenue or total sales reached about $221 million. That is up from $185.6 million the previous year. So they're selling more, that's a good sign. But selling more costs money. Their marketing and advertising went up to $67.4 million, up from $52.8, spending more to get those sales. It is like spending more money on ads to get more customers. General and administrative expenses also increased, coming in at $22.7 million compared to almost $17 million. Those costs are the expenses of running the company. This could include things like salaries, rent, and office supplies. Interest expense is costing them around $16 million. This shows that they have significant debts and the interest is eating into their profits. Here's the big one. Net loss was about $9.8 million. So even with increased sales, they still lost money overall. But let's remember the previous year was worse. With a $21.3 million loss, they are improving, but are not quite in the green. EBITDA is earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. It is a way to measure their core profitability without all the accounting stuff getting in the way. Their EBITDA was almost $34 million, which is up from $22.80 the previous year. It shows that the business is making money before those extra expenses. Adjusted EBITDA is even more interesting. It takes out some unusual items to get a clearer picture of ongoing business. Their adjusted EBITDA was almost $42.1 million, up from $26.9 million. In other words, they're earning more. Adjusted EBITDA margin, which is the percentage of revenue that turns into adjusted profit, was 19%. Last year it was 14.5%, so they are becoming more efficient at making money from each sale. They also have almost $473 million in what they call term loan facilities. That is a lot of debt and needs to be paid off to keep the company healthy. This could also explain why the current projections show the company might have trouble meeting its obligations. Now let's discuss how many submissions or applications they are processing. That number is up 40% from 2,160. That's a big jump. The amount of money they make on each submission went down from $856 to $724. This shows they are making less money from each application. How much does it cost them to process each one? It is $522 cheaper than the $640 it cost the year before. Great job to them for keeping costs low. As we shift gears, let's zoom out. GoHealth is essentially a middleman helping people find the right health insurance. Now for the part you have all been waiting for, the going concern section. This section talks about if the company thinks it can continue to survive. As of right now, GoHealth is at risk of not being able to comply with its debts. This raises questions about the future as they would need to take action to stay afloat. The company mentions mitigating plans, but they are not guaranteed. Things are not all sunshine and rainbows. Under legal proceedings, they say a derivative action has been filed against them, alleging breaches of fiduciary duty based on allegations that included the IPO registration statement containing untrue statements. In addition, the DOJ is investigating a claim based on the False Claims Act and the Anti-Kickback Statute. If these don't get resolved, then the company is on the hook. The report mentions that there are changes to the risk factors with their going concern status, as well as various legal proceedings. Lastly, they say their board of directors or officers did not adopt, modify, or terminate a Rule 10b5-1 trading plan or a non-Rule 10b5-1 trading arrangement for their securities, which means their people aren't doing suspicious stock moves. To sum things up, there is a lot of commissions owed to them, but their collection practices seem effective. They pay about $1.5 million in lease-related costs, so real estate is not a huge liability. The number of authorized shares allows future capital raises The company has a substantial amount of intangible assets relating to its brand name and technology. This shows the importance that it has in its proprietary tech. Tune out for my take on all of this. It's clear GoHealth is at a crossroads. They're pulling in more revenue, which is a testament to their sales strategies and Encompass model, but they are still losing money because costs are rising faster than sales. The good news is the company is acting to resolve this by cutting costs and making sure their sales strategies are targeted to what the consumer actually needs. It's also interesting to see them investing in their technology to get consumers on Medicare with the best plan. Their reliance on debt is a double-edged sword. It is funding growth but also creating risks, especially with the current financial issues. They're in a tough spot, but they also have some serious strengths to leverage. To summarize, good revenue growth but need to get costs under control fast. Alright, that's our breakdown of GoHealth's latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. And before you go, remember to check out our Discord community in the description for more insights and discussions. Thanks for watching. See you next time.